It's Wednesday, February the 17th, and welcome to the reading of the Mansfield News Journal. As you know by now, I'm Pam, and let's begin today with the reading of the area deaths. Stephen Flannery, known as Steve, 72, of Crestline, Ohio, unexpectedly passed away at his home on Thursday, February 11th. The family will receive friends from 1 to 2 p.m. on Thursday, February 18th at the Ontario home of Wapner Funeral Directors in Ontario. A service will follow thereafter, beginning at 2. Lou Ann M. Wilcox, 67, of Galion, passed away unexpectedly Friday, February 12th at her residence. Calling hours for friends and family will be from 1 to 3 p.m. Friday, February 19th at Richardson Davis Chapel of Snyder Funeral Homes in Galion. And that concludes the area deaths available from today's online edition. Now we will begin with our first article. Winter storm not as severe as predicted, with only about 6 inches of snow in the area. Ashland residents are digging out from the overnight snow that didn't drop as much of the white stuff as expected. As much as a foot of snow was forecast with Winter Storm Uri, but the area only saw about 6 inches as the second wave of this storm started in the evening with snow but turned into a mix of ice and snow at night, which cut down on the amount of snow. About an inch of that snow came in the first wave of the storm Monday morning. More could still come as the winter storm warnings don't expire until 1 p.m. today. But more snow could be on the way later in the week, as another 6 to 10 inches is expected between Wednesday night and Friday. Level 2. The Ashland County Sheriff's Office reports that the roads in the county today are at Level 2, which means they are hazardous with blowing and drifting snow. Roads may also be very icy. The Sheriff's Office says only those who feel it is necessary to drive should be on the roads, and those motorists who must drive should use extreme caution. The Sheriff's Office says to contact your employer to see if you should report to work today. I'm guessing that this article was written on Tuesday yesterday. And so let's continue. Schools closed. Across the Tri-County area, almost all school districts closed and gave students a snow day, though a few moved to remote learning for the day. Ashland City Schools, Black River Local Schools, Hillsdale Local Schools, and Mapleton Local Schools were closed. Students at Crestview Local Schools in Loudonville, Perrysville, exempted village schools will be learning online as on Tuesday. All clinics at the Ashland County Health Department are also closed. They are rescheduled for Wednesday from noon to 4 p.m. at the Health Department. Road conditions. So far, there were only 3 accidents, none with injuries, that were reported due to the weather since Monday morning. It has been mostly incidences of vehicles sliding off the road, according to the Sheriff's Office. Ashland County's full plowing crew had been working since 4 a.m., including a 3-man crew that worked in the evening to clear the roads, while Ashland City has been working since 2 a.m., and ODOT has been rotating 12-hour shifts. The Ashland County Emergency Management Agency says a warming station was available at the Salvation Army Kroc Center all day today until 8 p.m. The high is only expected to reach 19 today. The temperatures are forecast to rise into the 20s by Wednesday and the 30s by Thursday. Still Getting Ashes on Ash Wednesday by Zach Tugel. Another first for Ohioans will take place, Ash Wednesday during the COVID pandemic. To help prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus, area congregations are taking precautions to limit interaction between clergy and worshipers during the service. It's shaping up to be one of the most unique Lenten seasons in modern history. There will be a mixture of options for congregants at the First United Methodist Church of Mansfield, according to Becky Weimer, the church's pastor. Pick a participation method. Some can watch a recorded message online from the safety of their homes, and others can attend at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Participation is optional, Weimer said. For the online service, I will do a kind of meditation where they make of the sign of the cross on their own forehead. Those who attend will have the option of allowing their pastor to sprinkle ashes on their foreheads, allowing them to partake in the service while still reducing the chance of spreading the virus. I will also set out some ashes in separate dishes if folks want to do their own, Weimer said. Of course, remaining seated during that portion of the service is allowed as well. Those who would prefer having ashes spread onto their forehead in the shape of the cross are welcome to attend First Presbyterian Church of Bucyrus, according to Michelle Bacon, the church's secretary. Pastor will mask, glove up, and sanitize before making the cross. She said Pastor Jeremy McNeil will apply ashes during a service that begins at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday. He's wearing a mask and gloves and using hand sanitizer, Bacon said. Special precautions will be in place Ash Wednesday, like wearing masks into and out of the building. And we sit every other pew on opposite sides, Bacon said. Other churches, like First Lutheran Church in Shelby, are eliminating the in-person service completely. Drive-through celebrations planned too. Instead, observers are welcome to attend a drive-through celebration at noon on Wednesday, according to the congregation's website. The church itself will remain closed to allow the sanctuary to remain decontaminated until the following Sunday's service. The church's pastor also will lead a virtual service at 7 p.m. Wednesday for those who cannot attend the drive-through celebration. Those who attended a Sunday service the past 2 weeks were able to pick up ashes in advance of that virtual service. Any ashes will do for at-home service. However, any ash will do, the website reads, so picking up the ashes from the church is not necessary. Regardless of how each congregation observes the start of Lent or what services individuals do or do not attend, the day will still be an opportunity for everyone to remember they are nothing without the grace of Jesus Christ, Pastor said. It's a reminder of our mortality and a reminder that we need God, Weimer said. From dust you have come, and from dust you shall return. Ash Wednesday is the beginning of the 40-day Lenten season that prepares worshipers for Easter Sunday, a day of repentance and turning to God. Historically, Lent was a time for believers to prepare themselves for their confirmation, which included their Easter baptism. Participating in Lent allowed believers to display and embrace their repentance. Repentance means turning towards God, Weimer said, and turning away from the things that keep you disconnected from God. And now, the mayor asked council members to offer virtual option during meetings by Jerry Goebel. In Bucyrus, with city council members planning to return to meeting in council chambers Tuesday, the mayor has asked them to consider offering a virtual option. For several months, council meetings have taken place virtually using the GoToMeeting app, while City Hall was closed to the public due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The building reopened on Monday. On Friday, Mayor Jeff Reeser sent an email to council members and the media requesting they continue offering the virtual option in order to facilitate attendance for any reporters or citizens who are concerned about contracting COVID-19. I think this is very wise, Councilmember Kevin Myers, Republican at large, responded via email. The city uses CARES Act funding to purchase a camera and other equipment for council chambers to facilitate remote viewing of meetings. Recent sessions have been live streamed via the city's Facebook page. Enclosed rooms such as council chambers are conducive to spreading the coronavirus, research said, particularly when people remain there for extended periods of time, as is the case with council meetings. Although the virus cases have recently dropped, we are seeing indications of mutations that are more contagious, and we owe it to our residents to keep them safe by not attending the meeting in person if they so choose, Reeser said, thanking council members for their consideration. During last week's regular council meeting and joint committee session, several council members expressed relief at being able to meet in person again. Discussion of several topics was postponed a week after members agreed doing so face-to-face would be more productive. This next article, Three Sisters in Lexington Pursuing Stardom by Mark Cottle. The Singing Sisters of Sorel have a singular focus. They want to be global pop stars. Music is pretty much all we do, Maddie Heichel said. Maddie, 20, is the oldest of the Heichel sisters. She is joined in the trio by Anna, 18, and Bella, 13. They spoke to a News Journal reporter from their home studio south of Lexington recently. Sorelle, which means sisters in Italian, already has 3.1 million followers on TikTok, a video sharing social networking service. The young ladies are making a push, releasing a new single each month for 6 months. When you are an independent artist, you release singles, says Candace Heichel, their mom and a self-described huge fan. Pandemic hampers their career. If not for restrictions related to the COVID-19 pandemic, Canvas is convinced Sorelle would already be signed to a record label and touring by now. During a typical day, Bella does remote learning for school. She's a 7th grader at Lexington Junior High. Meanwhile, Maddie studies TikTok to see what is trending, and Anna works on editing and posting videos before the three unite. It never stops. It could be the middle of the night, and we'll hear someone in LA, Candace says. We're talking to our music producer at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. 3 days a week, Sorelle appears live on TikTok for a 1-hour broadcast. A huge part of their success is the interaction with the fans, Candace said. Anna added, you don't see a lot of social influencers do that, which makes me really sad. Sorelle started as a duo when Maddie was 6 and Anna was 5. We've been doing this together almost all of our lives, Maddie said. We started social media at 10 or so. We always knew we wanted to do music. Meghan Trainor liked and reposted. They became darlings on social media when they filmed a cover of All About That Bass, a hit song by Meghan Trainor. With Trainor's like and repost, Sorelle went viral. The girls caught the eye of casting producers and appeared on Nickelodeon's America's Most Musical Family in 2019. That is officially when Bella became part of the group. They, Nickelodeon producers, asked if there were other family members, Bella said. I've always looked up to them, the sisters. Once they asked me, there was no hesitation. Bella was already familiar with the material and goings-on, so the transition proved to be minimal. She got all the training without me having to spend the extra money, Candace said. In 2020, Sorelle's cover of Venga Boys, Boom Boom Boom, scored over 12 million views on TikTok, according to Blast. Both Maddie and Anna credit their background in pageants with helping them prepare for their current roles. Anna was Miss Ohio's Outstanding Teen in 2018, while Maddie held the same title in 2000. Anna was Miss Ohio's Outstanding Teen in 2018, while Maddie held the same title in 2016. We've been doing pageants since we were 10 months old, Maddie said. It made us very comfortable on a stage in front of people. Bella tried pageants when she was younger, but said they weren't for her. Sorelle's sat side by side for the interview. Behind them, the group's name is emblazoned on a wall with a crown above it. Their studio is adorned with lighting equipment, several guitars, changes of clothing on a rack, and plenty of plush furniture. Cheering for brother. Their father, David, is a financial planner. The Heichels also have a brother, Alexander, 16. He is not part of the music scene, but supports them fully. Sorelle's also tries to support their brother, who runs cross-country and track for Lexington. They cheer him on during his meets, then rest their voices after all the screaming. Anna plays several instruments, including the piano, guitar, bass, and ukulele. Maddie plays piano and wants to learn the ukulele. The girls write all of their songs, which they say is a necessity. If you can't write in today's industry, you might not be able to make it, Anna said. They write about typical problems teenagers have. Anna already has authored a book on living with attention deficit disorder. She has had to overcome that and a speech impediment to be the confident young woman she is today. As a child, she would sing and the words would just flow, Candace said of Anna. Both Maddie and Anna graduated from Lexington. They have boyfriends who are understanding about the amount of time they put into their work. Maddie noted not all of their friends have been as understanding. Going for it. Candace said her daughters have heard from many record industry types. Everyone wanted them to be country, she said. That was not happening. It's not our genre, Bella said. Candace added, they stayed true to themselves. Sorrel is hoping that plan will lead to success. They love being with their fans on TikTok. We sing covers of songs they want to hear, Maddie said. We don't necessarily do our own music because it's not all out. Their first single, Ghost, has been released. It's a kiss-off to an ex-boyfriend. The ladies of Sorrel show a little savvy when it comes to marketing. Of their fans, 70% are female. They love the female empowerment we give off, Anna said. Sorrel's main demographic is age 18 to 24. The group has fans all over the world. We're very big in Brazil, Maddie said. She also listed New Zealand, Australia, and the United Kingdom as places where they have fans. The girls are grateful for the support. They like to give back, whether it's promoting small businesses in Ohio through Swoop, the state with Sorrel, or donating 30% of the proceeds from bracelets designed by the group to the Hunger Project. They hope to keep building. Record and release. If I didn't want to do this, I wouldn't be putting so much time into it, Maddie said. The dream is to make a living doing what I love with the people I love. Anna added, our goal is to record and release, record and release. For her part, Candace insists she is not a mom manager. As a mother, it's a beautiful thing to watch them, she said. They're their best friends. And Sorrel is always busy. After wrapping up the 1-hour interview, all 3 members pulled out their smartphones in anticipation of 3 afternoon meetings. For more on the group, go to the Sorrelle, Sorelle, music.com, or follow the group on TikTok or Instagram. If all goes well, they will be on their way. I believe 100% in my heart. I know they're going to make it, Candace said. Ashland Pickleball Association reaches goal for new courts. With generous donations from dozens of Ashland community members, the Ashland Pickleball Association has achieved its goal of raising $130,000 to transform the existing tennis courts at Congrove Park into a modern 6-court pickleball complex. The design process is underway, and the courts should be ready for Ashland families and individuals to enjoy sometime this summer. In November 2020, the APA officers initiated a campaign to raise the funds, and Ashland responded. With a lead gift from Robert and Janet Archer, as well as sponsorships from Ashland County Community Foundation, Samaritan Hospital Foundation, University Hospital's Samaritan Medical Center, Tom and Bonnie McGee, Jack and Norma Sturgeon, Judith Ebert, Lloyd and Norma Wygant, and Rob and Chris Stoops, along with contributions from 70 residents, the new courts can now become a reality. The City of Ashland has endorsed the campaign from the beginning and has committed to ensuring there will be new lighting and paved walkways installed at the park when the courts are completed. The campaign was a total group effort, and there are so many to thank, said Norma Sturgeon, APA president and campaign co-chair. I am thankful to have had Dr. John Gentis as campaign co-chair, Darla Pleiss, secretary-treasurer, Patty Hart, Tom and Bonnie McGee, Molly Riley, and Tricia Zupan on the committee, as well as Jean Haberman as advisor. We are overwhelmed by the support of the residents of Ashland, Sturgeon added. As one sponsor said, this is exciting for Ashland. I want to be a part of it, and I don't even play pickleball. Sturgeon expressed gratitude to each of the contributors to the campaign. The mantra of Ashland on the Rise will be on clear display at Congrove Park. Thanks to you, she said. Meet Your Neighbor. Tony Sanzalone likes to draw big, by Zach Tugel. This was inspired by his grandmother, and there were no defining moments. It's just always been there. Ontario. Tony Sanzalone is getting used to having his art on display for large audiences to view. The Ontario native hopes his pieces on display for the next 3 weeks in the 70th Annual Undergraduate Art and Design Exhibition at Bowling Green State University will soon get to tour the country. The plan is to enter them in other shows, he said. I want to get my name out there more. Sanzalone, now a junior who is studying studio art with a focus in drawing and painting, has been creating art his entire life. It's always been something I've done, he said. There's not a definite moment, it's just always been there. His earliest memories of art were the ceramics his grandmother had made. That's something I always saw at her house as a kid, was the pieces she had made decades before, Sanzalone said. His creativity continued to grow. By the summer of 2016, he realized pretty much all he was doing was drawing. It was the summer between my sophomore and junior year, Sanzalone said. After that summer, I knew I wanted to go into art. He had multiple pieces selected for the 2016 and 2018 Ohio Governor's Youth Art Exhibition. Then I did the Congressional Art Show and placed top 10 in 2018 as well, Sanzalone said. Style migrated from illustrations to more realistic over the years. His style has moved from illustrative to more realistic. In the last year, his drawings have become pretty large. I found my niche, Sanzalone said. I like to draw big. That realization came to him accidentally last April, just a few weeks after the pandemic hit the Buckeye State. He got an online drawing assignment and haphazardly started preparing for it. I was bored, Sanzalone admitted. I put a 10-foot sheet of paper on my wall. He took a selfie, then started painting that image onto the giant canvas. Then he created a panorama that included his parents. It was really playing around, Sanzalone said. It was boredom from COVID and being stuck at home. Another piece is a 5-foot drawing of two people with a baby being held up behind a piece of glass. It's his parents meeting his niece, their granddaughter, for the first time. She was born during the pandemic. My brother and his girlfriend are both diabetic, Sanzalone said. We didn't want to be around them because of COVID. Capturing special moments is a forte. Recreating special moments is becoming a forte of his. In fact, every major piece he's created has started with a photograph. I like to draw people, Sanzalone said. I take photos of them because it's easier to have them sit in front of me. It's easier than having them sit in front of me for hours. His large style has continued as he's already working on his next art project, another giant portrait. Once that project is finished, it will nearly be time to begin his summer vacation. He normally works at the Blueberry Patch in Lexington every year. They're good people, Sanzalone said, but he's going to be a senior next year, and he still hasn't completed an internship. I'm definitely trying to find something art-related, Sanzalone said. The only trouble is the pandemic. He hopes the novel coronavirus can stop interrupting his plans, especially those for after he graduates. After I graduate, the plan is to go immediately to grad school, Sanzalone said. I don't know where yet, but I want to be a college professor and teach either drawing or painting. Now it's time for some local news brief. Richland Academy extends closure through Sunday. The Richland Academy of Arts, the RAA Board of Directors and Executive Committee decided under the guidance of the Richland County Health Department to extend the closure of RAA through February 21st because of COVID-19. Richland Academy will extend the spring semester into June to ensure all classes and lessons will be made up. Classes and lessons are tentatively scheduled to resume Monday. Some private music instructors may opt to resume lessons in an online format until RAA can safely reopen. For more information, call the Richland Academy at 419-522-8224 or visit richlandacademy.com. The Richland County Democratic Party provides rides for immunizations. Mansfield-Richland County Democratic Party Chairman Larry Weirich has announced volunteers from the party are available to provide rides for individuals to receive COVID-19 immunization. Rides can be secured by calling 419 989 1874. AU providing tax help. In Ashland, faculty and students in the Ashland University Dosch College of Business and Economics are offering free tax preparation through the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, or the VITA program. The program, which is designed to assist in tax preparation for those who are eligible and allows for free e-file of federal and state returns, will have a few adaptations this year because of COVID-19. Clients are required to drop off tax documents between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Monday through Friday, or Tuesday and Thursday 6 to 8 p.m. at room 101 in the Dosch College of Business and Economics, located on College Avenue. Participants will be assisted on a first-come, first-served basis, and those interested need to bring an ID, W-2s, 1099 interest and 1099 dividend, mortgage interest, real estate tax payments, Social Security card, and all tax documents. Those with questions can leave a message at 419-207-6239. The suggested salary range for the VITA program is $54,000 or less, although AU will accommodate free tax preparation and filing services to those that the IRS deemed as having simple returns. AU student volunteers to undergo Internal Revenue Service training to assist people in preparing income tax returns. The free tax assistance is available through the VITA program, sponsored by the Internal Revenue Service, along with Ashland University student groups. St. Joseph Parish to hold Fish Fry Fridays. Crestline St. Joseph Parish's Knights of Columbus Fish Fry season is drive-through only. For $10, patrons will get deep-fried or baked fish served with baked potato, 2 sides, and a dinner roll. Cash or credit card will be accepted. The fish fry will start at 5 p.m. until sold out on Fridays during Lent, starting this Friday and every Friday through March 26th at the Convocation Center, 333 North Thomas Street. Proceeds will benefit St. Joseph's Catholic Elementary School. Well, friends, that concludes the reading of the Mansfield News Journal for Wednesday, February 17th. My name is Pam. Thank you for inviting me into your home today. Please stay safe, be blessed, and make it a great day.